Have you ever felt like your mind just isn't as sharp as it used to be? Like focusing, thinking deeply, or even finishing a single task feels harder than it should? We live in an age where everything moves at lightning speed. Information, entertainment, news. It all comes in quick, endless waves. But somewhere along the way, we lost something far more valuable: the ability to slow down and think. There was a time when people could spend hours immersed in a book, engaging in long conversations, or simply sitting in thought. Today, most of us find it difficult to stay focused for even a few minutes without reaching for our phones. Our minds have been trained to crave constant stimulation. We've replaced patience with impatience, depth with distraction. The world rewards quick reactions, not careful reflection, and without realizing it, we've become prisoners of our own restlessness. What if I told you that the biggest change to how we think happened silently, without most of us even noticing? Around 2016, something shifted. Short video apps exploded, social media transformed into dopamine machines, and our daily lives became a blur of endless scrolling. The more we consumed, the more addicted we became, not just to content but to speed itself. It wasn't just entertainment. It was a silent takeover of our attention, carefully engineered by tech companies who figured out how to keep us glued to our screens. Every swipe, every click, every like, each one a tiny hit of pleasure designed to keep us coming back for more. But what we didn't see was what we were giving up: the ability to sit with our thoughts, to read deeply, to think critically. It sounds dramatic, but what if the technology meant to make us smarter is actually making us less intelligent? In recent years, studies have shown something shocking. For the first time in modern history, average IQ scores are beginning to decline. Young people today are struggling not just academically, but in basic skills like logical reasoning, focus, and comprehension. We can't just blame the apps. We've all willingly traded depth for convenience. We've let quick entertainment take the place of real learning. We've gotten used to the idea that thinking deeply is somehow unnecessary. The truth is, we're not losing our intelligence because we're incapable. We're losing it because we're not using it. What did people in the past have that we seem to have lost? Decades ago, before social media and constant notifications, people lived at a slower pace. They read more. They thought more. They had real conversations without distractions. They weren't better because life was easier. They were better because their minds were allowed to grow without constant interruptions. Back then, it was normal to sit quietly with a book, to wrestle with difficult ideas, or to have long, thoughtful discussions. Today, we fear silence. We fill every quiet moment with noise, as if stillness itself has become unbearable. And yet it's in stillness that the mind sharpens. How did we get so trapped? And why is it so hard to break free? The problem isn't that technology exists. The problem is how it's designed. Every app, every platform is built to capture your attention and to never let it go. It's no accident that you can't stop scrolling. It's not just you, it's by design. The more time you spend glued to your screen, the more money these companies make. And in the process, your attention, your focus, your peace of mind, all of it is chipped away. We are surrounded by information but starved for wisdom. We are constantly connected but rarely present. And slowly, we are forgetting how to truly think. The good news: it's not too late to take back control. You can choose to stop. You can choose to read, to think, to reflect. You can choose to be one of the few who steps off the treadmill of distraction and reclaims the power of deep thought. It won't be easy. It means going against the flow. It means choosing silence over noise, focus over fragmentation. But the reward is priceless: a clearer mind, sharper thinking, and a life that is fully your own. Because in the end, the mind is like a muscle. Use it or lose it.